Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a daily psychic tarot reading, tuning into the day's energies, seeing what messages, divine messages, some news we can use. So this is a general reading. I'm tuning into general energies, not one person's specific energies. If you would like a reading where I tune into your specific energies, and look at the questions that you have, you can schedule an appointment with me. In the description box below, there's a link that takes you right to my website, booking, and it's kind of like a menu of different options. So it's been amazing meeting so many of you in that one-to-one space. Hello to all my one-to-one reading people out there. So glad that you're tuning in this space as well. So hope you're doing well. All right, everyone. So glad you're here. Let's get to the day's messages. So in the past, we've got the Five of Cups in reverse. So this is someone coming out of grieving, someone coming out of heartache, loss. It's an interesting feeling. It feels like this energy lifts off of them. I mean, we even have that in our language, descriptive. Excuse me. The weight was lifted, the burden lifted, the weight lifted, and this definitely, I'm seeing this as what starts that? There's something, it lifts pretty quickly once the lifting starts. I'm just curious what yeah, it's interesting. So coming out of this grief and realizing, okay, I'm really stuck. Things aren't moving forward. I'm not feeling secure and stable. That I think that's what lifted the burden, the pressure was I feel like that, instead of lifting and realizing that things are stuck, there's kind of a cue from the environment. Wait, oh, I think we're getting stuck. You need to come out of the grieving to deal with things not moving forward, things not progressing, things becoming more and more unstable. And so you decided to take action. It's like, all right, it's almost like this Five of Cups in reverse, that it's grieving, it's disappointment, loss. Something didn't go your way. It wasn't as expected. You know, the disappointment when something doesn't go as expected. And I feel like this person never learned how to deal with the energy of disappointment in a healthy way. And so disappointment just grinds them down, almost to the point of I don't even want to want anything because it's never going to happen. So this person is just like stuck in this grief cycle of they're stuck in the energy, and so they can't see anything else other than disappointment, loss. It feels like a chronic why I'm sticking on this is because it was pervasive. It was a way of being, a chronic way of showing up in the world, in their environment, disappointed. And finally, things just ground to a complete halt. It's kind of like, if you're not willing to, it's kind of like a soul's death, or, I mean, getting closer and closer to just not feeding the soul. It might have been perceived that nothing is satisfying in the environment, but there's no knowing how to make the changes within, so something can move. It's like it had to get so bad and so stuck before all of a sudden it's like, oh, I've got to move. Holy cow, I've got to, I've been ignoring my environment. I've been stuck in disappointment and dissatisfaction and grieving over, and the world just keeps showing me more and more disappointing things. Wait, this is, I don't know. I feel like this might be your energy in the past. Maybe staying with something or someone, staying in a job, staying in a connection, a relationship that you're doing your best, but you can't, it's just disappointing. You can't figure out, maybe because there is the message is you got to get up and leave. Trying to stay in that energy and fix it from inside, it doesn't work that way. You've got to leave that energy. And so eventually it looks like that was a realization. And it looks like as you came out of that, you realized, interesting. I think you were put into some type of third-party situation in the past. But at this point, by the time you're waking up from this period of massive disappointment and dissatisfaction, it's like, all right, maybe that's part of it. You're so in grief and disappointment that there was an inability to really see the landscape clearly. And that what you were cleaving to was actually the thing that was hurting you. Wow. And so I think that the betrayal of that, like, a real awakening, like feeling of, I'm alone. No one's coming to my rescue. I've got to rescue myself, kind of feel like a real clarity about, oh, okay. I just so much disappointment. Things did not go the way you planned them to go, at all. Yeah. And so there's this lack of self-love that feels like at the root of this is living for others, doing for others, overdoing in a chronic way. It's beautiful when we give to others, when they're in need. But if it's a chronic situation where that is your day-to-day, that you are not showing up as with your needs and your wants and what you want to achieve as a soul, what expansions, what things you want to learn, it feels like you got stuck in a pattern of living for others. Maybe that's how you were raised. And it just became more and more, there was no way to find satisfaction in that environment with those set of beliefs that this is who I need to show up as for other people. And I get that the more that you gave of yourself and did not take care of yourself, that you were showing others that they didn't need to take care of you, that you were setting the example. I don't love myself. I don't value myself. I feel that the only way I can hold on to people is by giving, and they need me. And so I want to keep them needing me. So because I have some insecurities, excuse me, insecurities around attachment styles. So this to me is like a real codependency, someone who doesn't feel like they can stand on their own. And so they operate from need based, like kind of stuck in a bit of a survival mode. So it perpetuated a lack of care, value, appreciation, and love for you, because that's the example you were setting. So, wow. All right. Now in current energies, present time, we've got the 9 of Cups. This is your dreams coming true. This is like wish granted. Wish granted. Level unlocked. This is all your heart's desires. Wow. Okay. So in the past, that person, I assume it's you, that your energy I'm tuning into, was living for someone else, helping other people make their dreams come true, but in a way that it's not a sustainable way of living. It's overgiving. It's not valuing your energy. It's not valuing your time. It's not valuing that you are an amazing person, that there are people who want to be around you, who would choose to be around you, who would gravitate towards you if you would be yourself. When you're in this I'm a victim mode, I don't value my time, I need others, and I get them to need me, like, yeah, it grinds down. It doesn't move anywhere because it's off of fear of being alone, fear of just fears, just tons of fears. All right, so in present time, something has shifted, and it looks like I'm hearing a song, Michael Bublé, Feeling Good. Sun in the sky, you know who I am. God, I can't sing that song, can I? Yeah, look it up if you're interested. There's something like there's some confidence that you have, and I feel like it's the confidence in knowing your value and knowing your worth, and knowing that the light that you bring, the mixture of your general vibe and frequency is this is very different. As I'm tuning into the current energy, you've made huge changes. I feel like you might be expecting your wishes to come true. Kind of like, yeah, cool, thanks, universe. This is so much fun. Not like I need those dreams. That might be it too. I need this to come true. It's like you're trying to manifest from need and getting you can't create your dreams come true from that energy of need. There's steps to raise your vibration so you match, and so your wishes come true. So there's something about the progress that you've made, and in present time you are ripe for your wishes to come true. It might be in conjunction with the full moon in Sagittarius on the 3rd. You might still be in the shadow of that full moon energy, and wow, and bringing in what you want. Yes, okay. It looks like many of you have been working on your masculine energy, divine masculine energy. So again, I'm not talking about gender. I'm talking about each of us having access, a potential to run feminine energy or masculine energy. Feminine energy is, this is very general. It encompasses so much. But feminine energy I see as more of a space, holding a space with a feeling and an energy. It's how you do something, how you feel about what you're doing. It's creating the mood. Masculine energy, I see, while working in conjunction, when it's working really well with feminine energy, is that feminine energy holds the space of how we're going to do it, how we're going to feel about it, the wisdom. And the masculine energy is about motion, movement, direction, focus. So there's something about your focus, your direction, implementing strategies, action, doing. I think that's what I'm tuning in, that confidence. It looks like you've healed some divine masculine aspects, that you're realizing limitations of what you can do, what you're allowed to. It's like you gave yourself permission. You're not looking for others for permission to be who you want to be. You're owning that. Looks like some of you are creating an internal sanctuary. It looks like by healing that divine masculine energy, that your divine masculine energy is protective, knowing the value of who you are, your body, your feminine energy, and willing to protect yourself, creating healthy boundaries, making decisions from it's your decision. It's not from someone else. It's not what everybody thinks you should do, or it's from an internal knowing, an ownership, and giving yourself permission to take the driver's seat in your own life. Wow. You might still be a little hidden. Some of you are a little in the closet about this awakening still, and that's okay. It's your time, it's your life. I just want to acknowledge if you are having kind of an opening, an awakening, you're not alone. This is really beautiful. I'm getting a lot of like, it's going to be okay. It is okay. Yeah. And I'm getting a real, you might be isolating yourself to find your own answers. Not, especially I am again getting the full moon. There's something about the full moon using, you might be using the energy of full moons and new moons, like the cycles of the moon cycles, to propel, to connect, to reflect back to you. Some of you are really looking at your wild side, the side of you that you like, shadow work, looking at aspects of yourself that are that have been hidden for a long time, closed off, not acceptable. Like you've cut out parts of who you are instead of learning how to work with those parts and love all of who you are in a very unconditional way. I keep hearing for the last day, I read something and a part of it really stuck in my energy. As if the creator God were speaking these words. It's, love my creations. No, love all my creations. So if all of this is creator source, how would that shift your point of view? How would that shift your perspective? Would you stop being so split in your thoughts and your energy, good, bad? Would you see it more as a spectrum? And if things are not to your liking, that's an indication that you move away or let that release, instead of that's bad, like that. There's some type of shift. Yes, there's some type of shift about how you handle betrayal. In the past, I feel like you can see in your past how you kind of devolved, kind of got stuck in disappointing, things never work out for me, I need other people energy. And there's something very empowering about forgiveness. Love all of my creations, including you, all parts of you, and your reflection, the people who have trespassed. So it's a boy, how to forgive, how to let go, how to release, how to forgiveness to me does not mean I forgive you for this, huge pain, and so come on back in. That's not what I'm talking about. Forgiveness is letting go of the pain, letting go of the charge of the emotional charge of the pain, letting that go, but separating, feeling it, but like Velcro, pulling it apart and separating and releasing. You have to feel it and release it and allow the pain to go, but keeping the wisdom that What did you learn? Otherwise, if you didn't learn anything, then you're going to repeat it. So to me, I get really excited about that, because when something really gets me, it might take a while, depending on how big of an emotional impact it's made and how much I'm in it, and I can't reach my intuition. But once I start getting back into alignment, I can start like getting curious about, I wonder what lessons are behind this pain. I'm willing to feel this. I'm willing to experience this. And I want to know why this keeps happening, or why this happened, because this is a reflection. So what is it that I'm needing to learn about myself? And what can I shift? What can I change? And so if you get angry at and stay in that emotional, it's a victim picture, then you get more victim energy. So that might be also what was happening in the past. Disappointed. I'm a victim to my life. I'm a victim to my circumstances. I have an excuse why I didn't do this. This is being done to me. And this person did this and this. So there's no accountability. There's no accepting your part in creating, and a refusal. It does not seem like in current energy like that is prevalent. There's some of you who are still determined, bound and determined to make people out to be the villains. And so what I'm getting is that that's giving your power away to that person. I'm not going to change. I'm not going to have success because of what this person did. And I'm going to keep talking about what this person did and how it stopped me. That is, you are welcome to create that for yourself. But maybe you would like to create something else. Maybe what is beyond this? Getting curious. What would be, how could I heal from this? Is there another way of seeing this that would be broader, and not to make how I'm perceiving this wrong? On some level, you are correct. This person did crappy things to you, but that is one perspective. Can you create some space for a new way of seeing things that does not make what happened and the way you perceive it incorrect? It's just one way of viewing it. And if I want to heal, if I want to move on, if I want to be more myself, if I want the joy and happiness, there's an expansion process, seeing things more and more from a different point of view. All right. So I'm tuning in there. It looks like there are some of you who are still in this process, and this reading is to help you see what an option is. And for others, this is to validate that you have created this for yourself. And so you're getting some blessings, some amazing blessings. And I'm also getting that if you do feel, if it resonates, that you're primed, like you can feel like, I feel like something's coming in, a bunch of somethings, I'm not quite sure. So I'm feeling pretty excited about, or just, curious. Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear where you are on this. If you want to even share what you think the blessings are there are also blessings in disguise coming in. Blessings, ooh, something that does not work out, but that's actually a big blessing, because spirit can see that down the road this would have led to something not a good match for where you're wanting to move. So it might not come in gift wrapped, these blessings. It might come in also in the form of clearing, spirit clearing what's not good for you, what's not a match for what you're wanting, what you're intending to bring forward. Wow. All right, in the center of your reading, messages from your higher self, is the King of Swords. This is someone this is someone who's very senior in their space, someone who's their crown chakra that they've got control over. They choose what they think. Their thoughts don't think them. Discernment. Yes, this person can really discern. This person's more in their head, not in their emotions. If anything, I feel like this person probably keeps their emotions out of it. Very logical, very smart. I'm also getting a little bit of a sense of humor from this energy. Interesting. Sense of humor. I don't know. I feel like this is your energy, your divine masculine energy, or an invitation from spirit, from your higher self, saying, stay in your, keep your head clear, keep your thoughts clear. Don't get caught up in some dramas or chaos, some dramas. Some dramas that are going on in present time could pull your emotions in, and this is masculine. It's looking towards the direction I want to go. Keep your eye on the prize. Those are the messages I'm getting. Focus on what you're wanting to create. Don't get caught up in lower vibrational chaos. I feel this chaos energy comes as people kind of coming in and interrupting your day, maybe entitled to your energy. I feel like you're like, you're like, yeah, but there's something here about people dipping in to get a little taste of your energy. But what I'm getting is it might be feeding into, or maybe I hate this phrase, but slippery slope. Like people coming in, just like they take a little sample of your energy, and it feels like they feel entitled, and that they can interrupt you and just drop in. Is that really, they might be taking advantage of loneliness pictures, separate. There's a lot of, you're in, at least in current energy that I'm reading, there's a desire to hermit right now. You're kind of turning your back on people. It's like you're focusing on your energy, your thoughts. I feel like as you're trying to hermit, or as you're hermiting and kind of unscattering your energy and figuring out what you want to go or receiving messages, you pull your energy away, and others on some level feel that you pulled your energy away. And that's when you'll hear from people out of the blue. Those were the people that were hooked into you. That it's kind of like, you might want to check for energetic cords. I do provide a service for that. Either the psychic reading or deprogramming would be good. But there are plenty of people out there. If you're not drawn to my services, you can do it yourself, even with intention, clearing cords, clearing the beliefs of why that person can cord in. And if people are courting you, you are courting other people. All right. So don't get it twisted that you're a victim and everyone's courting into you. Chances are, if you're seeing a lot of people who are courting into you, you are courting other people as well. It doesn't go one way. So that might also, that's been coming up in this reading, a dependency, maybe codependency. Wow. Yeah, I don't, you're very discerning right now. Very clear. But I feel like there are things that you've been unclear about, maybe in the past weeks, maybe month or so. And that clarity is coming in. I feel like you held off on making a decision because you can't make a decision in this energy of insecurity, instability, uncertainty. Yeah, that uncertainty, just, you can't, I feel like you're like, yeah, it's just not the time to make the decision. I don't have all the information. And I'm just gonna wait. And then when it's time to make the decision, I'll know the decision, but I don't know the decision. And I'm okay with that. It's just not time. You're no longer willing to work with people in connections with people who are bullies, who are there's some weird power play. I feel like there's people in their ego. It's just, I can't even deal. I can't communicate. It's like you're recognizing red flags. You're not avoiding them, and you're addressing them, or more willing to address them. And sometimes addressing the red flags is just bye. Yeah, there's something that's not moving forward. Spirit is, the divine is slowing the progress. It's getting harder and harder to move forward if you're not in the correct energy. The old ways of moving, of being, are going to work less and less. It's like the universe got an update. You know, your phone gets an update at night while you're sleeping, and the universe has shifted to a degree so that anybody who's still operating in lower vibrational energies, taking advantage of others, using others, an opportunist, someone who's an opportunist, someone who takes advantage of people, someone who abuses people, quite frankly, abuses their time, abuses their resources, abuses their and lovely intentions. That is just not, yeah. Like, screech, that's not move. They're not going to find the success. So maybe if you still have these type of energies, you will notice very clearly what has that energy, because it's not moving forward. So that will help you make a decision of what to let go, what needs to be let go and not move forward with you. I wondered if this card would show up. Your challenge is strength, the strength card. There's something about the energies of what's going on right now that is relevant to the 8/8 portal, the August 8th Lion's Gate. Very powerful. Maybe it's about power, taking your power back, shining, stepping into the spotlight, continuing to gain momentum with this amazing, strong energy that you're showing up with in this reading in present time. A focus, a determination, and then a willingness to allow blessings to find their way to you. You've got the strength. Some of you are asking for strength. Some of you are asking for resources, people who can and will show up for you, to care for you, to love you, to help you create the new you that you want to be, to help celebrate. I'm also getting that there's a lot of opportunities in this energy to dream and ask, be very clear about what you want moving forward. Are you like, yeah, I kind of got an idea. I'm talking like writing it down and remembering to stay in an emotional space. Like, it doesn't have to look like this and look. If you just focus on what you want it to look like, you miss out on how you want it to feel. And so I've seen, and I've myself, they've created, I want to go here and I want to do this. And so that happened, but I was miserable on the trip, and things didn't go well because I was more focused on the looks of it and not, did I enjoy it? Did the right people show up? And what is it that I really want to do? I love this. I love getting into the emotional feel of, for example, I want to wake up excited about my day, looking forward to every day when I wake up, have wonderful, new, exciting opportunities that I'm looking forward to have an ease, to have things I'm really looking forward to and excited about, to be really comfortable with myself, to have a confidence, to be of service to others. So those are those are general. I was tuning into what would be a basic kind of vision of what it is that I'm wanting from my life going forward. Being very clear about that. Because it looks like a lot of you have a lot of wishes out there, and you're not sure how to, yeah, it looks like you have a lot of beliefs about why that's the things you want aren't reaching you. Some of you, it's still that victim thing, like the universe, like I'm someone outside of my control is controlling my life and not allowing what I want to come to me. And instead, it's realizing that you have to be a vibrational match for what it is you want. So you have to imagine, you have to hold that energy within your space. And it has to be chronic and longer than, and louder, brighter than the dense energies that say you can't have it. So if you, it's really easy to manifest something that you have no resistance against. Let's just play. Flowers, red roses, red or pink roses. I love the smell of roses. Roses are amazing. It just opens my heart space. It's just, and getting to watch roses, you know, they're in a tight bud and then they start slowly opening up and you get to see that beautiful spiral and the scent. It's just, it's amazing. So I've talked about roses, red or pink roses. I wonder, just by planting that, by suggesting that, by you tuning into that, how many roses we're going to be seeing in the next day or so. I have no resistance. I don't have a belief that says that I never see roses. Nothing ever, the world never shows me roses. I don't have any of that. I don't have any, you know, trauma around roses. So that, just having that kind of activated in my space, moving forward, I wonder how many of us are going to see roses in the next day. So that's manifesting. It's inviting the energy, being inspired to that energy and bringing it in, your imagining like you already have it. And if you have any beliefs that say, I can't have that, or I need it, or I'm afraid that, letting that go, clearing the way so your manifestation can get to you. There are a lot of teachers out there who teach manifestation. Abraham Hicks is really good, free on YouTube. You can get, yeah. All right, that's your reading. There's also someone in the comments, yesterday's comments said, you know, I have this service about whatever was brought up in the reading. I'm all for that. If you are someone who has your own platform, you're professional, and you want to offer your services in the comments, I'm all for that. Not spammy stuff, but if you really, if something comes up and you're like, hey, friends, I've got this, I do this. I actually do help with manifestation and clearing, but maybe if you're someone who helps with manifesting, feel free. Yeah, and not just this video, anytime. I love referrals. And I would love a space that's helps us all. So thank you for doing that. You know who you are. That was really wonderful. So anyway, again, love the comments. Thank you so much for liking. I really want to grow this channel, and I feel a calling to invite more people who are looking for this type of messages, this type of guidance. And yeah, I would love your help. If you feel that you've received benefit from these readings, yeah, liking, commenting, sharing it with others who might enjoy this, that would be wonderful. So, all right, take care. Have a good day. Bye.